Hi, this is Divya, Assistant Professor, Biomedical Engineering Department in SNS College of Technology. In this video, we are going to see about effects of radiation. We already know, as we all know that the radiations passed in our body will have some effects. Either it may be a larger effect or it may be a minute effect, right? So, we are going to see about the effects of radiation. What are the effects we have in this radiation when it is passed through our body? Okay, we have two different types, direct and indirect radiation. Okay, we can see what are it is. Direct radiation and indirect radiation. There are two general categories of radiation effects, as I told you. One is direct effects and another one is indirect effect. Okay, what is direct effect? What is direct effect? Direct effect of radiation involves a transfer of energy from the radiation, that it may be an alpha rays or an beta ray or a gamma ray, whatever may be, directly to the target molecules, that is typically DNA. Targeted molecule where it is going to affect. Okay, direct effects of radiation involves a transfer of energy from the radiations directly to the target molecule which is to be radiated. Okay, direct effects are believed to be the most important types of effects for high LET radiations. High LET radiations, for example, neutrons and alpha particles. Okay, whereas this direct effect of radiation will affect directly to the DNA. Okay, it does not affect any tissues and then it will pass on to some other parts or like that. It is not so. It will directly affect the DNA of a human body. Okay, direct effects are caused by radiations when radiation interacts directly with the atoms of a DNA. As I told you already, this direct effect will directly affect the DNA atoms of a human body molecules or some other cellular components critically to the cell's survival. Okay, it will generally affect the DNA. Okay, while the radiations passed through our body, the DNA will be affected or else cells gets damaged. Okay, the probability of the radiation interacting with the DNA molecule is very smaller, since these critical components make up a small part of the cell. Okay, this direct radiation will affect the DNA of a particular DNA of a cell or an the atom which is present in the DNA molecule. Okay, or else the where the DNA molecule is very small, since these critical components make up such a small part of the cell. It will affect a very small part of the cell. Okay, next is indirect effect. What is indirect effect? Indirect effect occurs when radiation produces free radicals which reacts with the target molecule's DNA, which is DNA. Okay, this indirect effect occurs when radiation produces radiation which is passed to the body will produce the free radicals which reacts with the target molecule, that is DNA. In the direct effect, the radiation will directly hit on to the targeted molecule, that is DNA. Whereas in the indirect effect, it will react. The radiation will produce a free radicals, and then it will get into a contact with the DNAs. Okay, targeted molecules. The free radicals must be produced very close to the target. Example, within few nanometer. Okay, the free radicals which indirect will be passed to the free radical, will produce the free radical, and then it will be targeted to the DNA, right? So that free radicals should be produced very close to the targeted, that is DNA, very close, which is to be the minimum of few nanometer scales. Since they have such 54 targets, they should have 54 targets, that is between the few nanometer scale, they should have 54 target free radicals to be produced, okay, once the radiation is passed through. Indirect effects seems to be the most important for low LET radiations. Example, gamma, X-ray and beta rays. Okay, this is most the low LET radiations. And about 65% of low LET damages has an indirect component, whereas 35% is exclusively on direct. Okay, 65% of the radiations damage will be affected by the indirect components, and whereas the 35% is exclusively on the direct radiation effects. Okay, indirect effects can caused by the interaction of radiation. As I told you already, it will be interacted with the, it will produce a free radical. So that free radical particle and then indirect, that radiation part will be interacting together, usually with water molecules. Each cell, just as in the case for a human body, is mostly water. As we all know that the human body is completely made of the water molecules. So each cell has a water molecule, and that each cell water molecule will be interacted with the radiation which is passed through our body. Okay, ionizing radiations may break the bonds that holds the water molecules together. Okay, this ionizing radiations which is passed through to our body will break the bond that holds the water molecules. Okay, will break the water molecules bond with the body. Produces radicals such as hydroxyl OH, superoxide anion O2 minus and others. These when ionized radiations pass through the body, these water molecules get breakthrough and they produce a radical called hydroxyl OH and a superoxide superior anion O2 minus and others. These radicals can contribute to the destruction of the cell. These radicals can be contributed to the destruction of the cells. Okay, these are the radiations of radiation effects, direct effect and indirect effect. Thank you.